In Chapter 10, Lesson 4, we're going to be allocating the monthly payment. We're going to need to use a chart, and then our formulas are interest equals principal times rate times time. Payment to principal equals your monthly payment minus your interest. And the new principal equals your previous balance minus your payment to principal. In example 1, Rod and Carrie Finn obtained a 30-year, $280,000 mortgage loan from State Bank and Trust. The interest rate is 6%. Their monthly payment is $2,055.20. For the first payment, what is the amount of the interest, payment to principal, and new principal? So to find the interest, we're going to use interest equals principal times rate times time. In this case, our principal is $280,000. Our rate is 0.06. And our time is always 1/12 because we're talking about only 1 month. This gives us the interest is $1,400. For Part B, to find the payment to principal, we're going to take the monthly payment, subtract our interest, and this gives us a payment to principal of $655.20. For Part C, finding the new principal, we're going to go back to the previous balance. Since this is the first payment, our previous balance is $280,000. And we're going to subtract the payment to principal, which was $655.20, which means that our new principal or new balance is going to be $279,344.80. Once again, these are just like the formulas when we used auto loans. Now in example 2, we have the amount of principal that you owe decreases with each payment that you make. See the figure below for the interest and principal paid for payments 325, 326, and 327 on an original $280,000 mortgage loan. For payment number 328, what's the interest, payment to principal, and new principal? In this example, very few things will change. The first thing that will change, however, is in our interest formula. Our principal is our previous balance. For now, our previous balance is this $59,000. So we're going to take interest equals principal times rate times time. Principal is now $59,910.06 times our rate, which in this case here is 8%, times time, which is always 1/12. This gives us an interest payment of $399.40. Part B, for the payment to principal, we're going to take our monthly payment, which is $2,055.20, and subtract our payment for interest, which means that $1,655.80 goes towards our principal. The final step is to find our new principal. So we're going to take our previous balance, which is again $59,910.06. We're going to subtract our payment to principal. And this gives us a new balance of $58,254.26. As you pay on a loan, the amount that you pay to interest gets smaller and smaller, and the amount you pay towards the principal gets bigger and bigger. If you notice, in the first example, $1,400 went to interest and $655 went towards the principal. By the time we get to payments 326, 327, so on, at 328, $399 goes to your interest and $1,655 goes towards your principal. So as you pay on a loan, the principal decreases your new principal quicker.